You know, ladies and gentlemen, as I skim through the social media landscape, I see what I call some of the most amazing dishonor I ever seen in my life. And so I'm going to preference everything I'm going to say with this so you'll have it from my standpoint. So you understand what I'm saying to you. And I want to be clear with this. You know, when a person, an individual, is right about stuff and they go through the fire of the lies spreading faster than the truth, and then the truth finally catches up with them, we typically hail that person as a hero. In this case, Alex Jones was right. He's been right over and over and over and over again. And I realized the last time I did a couple of videos about Alex Jones was right, I got all these, I was just thinking about it because I'm looking at what he's saying, old school stuff, and the dude's right. And then I got all these comments, well, I can't support you if you support Alex Jones. I can't believe you support Alex Jones. Let me just lay this out for you so you understand where I stand before you start wasting your calories in your fingers. You probably got a little bit of skinny fingers. You don't have big old hands like this. You got a little bit of skinny fingers. I don't give a damn how you feel. And what you need to do is you need to grow up. I'm just going to get real. You need to grow up. You can't be a part of a cult. He said bad about this person, so I don't support him anymore. They said bad about Candace. They said bad about Trump. He said bad about Tucker. He said bad about this. That's exactly why these damn lizard people rule and reign over us. Because we so easily brought into dishonor. Go back to 2020. No, let's go back to December 2019. Just rewind in your mind. December 2019. Who was telling you not to do what? It was Alex Jones. Single-handedly, ranting and raving and screaming, telling you not to do it. Majority of the people who are pure bloods because of that man right there. Putting out the information. I'm just saying. And it's amazing how the lizards in the media, especially the new lizards that's on social media, that kind of slither in like, bah, 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 change their opinion, can turn people against each other. They turn Christians against Christians.
You have the chance to look forward to a career of 50 years. And my own opinion, maybe more. You will get some injections and some and so on, and then don't forget your avatar will continue to live. So and your brain will be replicated through artificial intelligence and algorithm. So we don't know, but at least 50 years.
When you know you ain't supposed to be against your brother in the faith, and you know if you got an issue with your brother in the faith, you supposed to reach out to your brother in the faith. There's a whole process. We done went through this whole process on this channel. I just want to lay this out before I get into this video, that I give 0 F's about how you feel. And if you're in a cult personality where you upset because this person said this about this person, that ain't what we here to do. Those individuals ain't even your enemies. Your enemies are at a higher level and they killing you right now with ticks. They're at a higher level and they killing you right now by stealing your waters. But you want to sit there and argue. He said something bad about this person. They said something bad. Like you in high school, man.
And I've seen Bill Gates say in that little yuppie voice, and then what we need to do is, well, a little giggling about killing us. The giggling about killing us at TED conference, where he said, wise old Nellies that rule us. What do you think about that? And everybody's like, oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like scum, Nazi filth, trash, garbage, maggots going, kill everybody. I'm a Nelly. Just simpering control freaks in big nerd packs, taking everything over, ruling everything. All right, I'm not in a good mood now. I start thinking about Bill Gates up there with that little chicken neck, hopping her now, little murdering eugenicist. You know how he walks like a demonic elf. Hey, Bill Gates, roll up the sleeves. I'm a little chicken neck bastard, and nobody's got the will to see what I am.
I'm Bill Gates, reminding you, don't go to band.video. I'm wearing a pink sweater.
Nah, that's your damn enemy. Bill Gates is your damn enemy. And the craziest thing is, your enemy is running around, flopping around Flea right now. Blah, blah, blah. Bill, I'm Bill, I'm Bill, I'm Bill. Yay. Bill, I'm Bill, I'm Bill. Yay, I'm Bill, I'm Bill, I'm Bill. Yay. Like he in a damn fraternity. Like he a damn Q dog with a pink sweater on, running around, stomping the yard. And y'all sitting around here arguing and fighting with each other over cult of personality. Meanwhile, he just telling you like it is. Matter of fact, we're gonna start calling him the Q dog Bill Gates. He's stumping the yard in fucking pink panties and in a pink bra, running around with needles stick to his butt cheeks and Freddy Krueger needles on his fingertips, and y'all arguing and fighting about foolishness.
Making the mRNA is really easy and really cheap, and that's the magic of this thing. But there's no doubt in the next 5 years, we can, we just need to mess around. There's a lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembly. And some are very self-assembly.
This is nano construction. I don't even begin to understand how far ahead of where we thought our technology was.
Did you hear what he just said? We just have to fool around because there's a lot of lipid nanoparticles and some of them are self-assembling. Ain't no damn self-assembling lipids. That means you genetically modified the lipids. But oh my God, you use Alex Jones' name, so I can't support you. Oh, somebody said something bad about Tucker. Tucker said something bad about Trump. Kansas said bad about this person. And it's because they sit not outside of space and time, because they come from a space where these entities are much older than us. They're more mature than us. So they know all I got to do is turn them on each other. It may take me 6 months to get them to turn on each other, but boy, once I can get them to turn on each other, I could just run in and do whatever the hell I want to do to them. And that's where we are. That's what they're doing. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do to us.
The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Well, common sense would tell you if you have a man standing in front of you saying he's going to reduce the world's population by 10 or 15% using vaccines, what does that mean to you? It means somebody's going to die because you put a vaccine in them. It doesn't mean you're going to save people. That's pretty much common sense in my brain. But yet I saw him say it. He said it. And here we are.
And there he is, Bill Gates. There he is. Talking about how he needs to bring one of these numbers to zero. This is circulating all over the place. All over the place. But nope. He walks around. He pops up on TV like there's nothing to it. He can go sit on The View and not be asked any questions. He can go anywhere he want. Say anything he want to say. Do anything he want to do. But we too busy arguing over cults of personalities. He released ticks to the point to where he said he was going to release the ticks. He disclosed that he was going to genetically modify the ticks. The ticks have been released on this nation. People are getting alpha-gal syndrome right now as we speak. And people want to argue about a cult of personality. And it incenses me that we have these stupid arguments going on. Meanwhile, if you just stop for a second and think like an evil person, and I get it, because I talk to my friends and they be like, man, I don't understand why they would do this, man. You know why? Because they don't understand wickedness. The average individual has never really been wicked. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Like you think that you've done things wrong. Like I've done something wrong in my life. But no, you've never been in the belly of the beast, the monster that is wicked. And so since you've never been in that belly of that beast, you can't even conceive or perceive the level of wickedness. For example, has anyone ever wondered Has anyone ever wondered why exactly Bill Gates and them released all the ticks in the Northwest?
And then we have another crazy billionaire, Bill Gates, says there's too many of us. His thing by 2030 is to depopulate the planet. And I just wondered, like, are we part of the population that he wants to There's too many of us. And he says it. And people go, it's a conspiracy theory. This is a conspiracy theory. He said it. Bill Gates, you go and see on YouTube. He says one of the goals by 2030 is to lower the population of the planet. And one of the ways to do that is using vaccines. It's like, what? And people go, no, that's a conspiracy theory. So he said it. You can go see. He said, yeah, but it's a conspiracy theory to think, he meant what he said. He meant it. He's doing it. And it's working.
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
They're like, there's ticks, they're releasing ticks in the north by New York and all the rest of this. It's because they want to take advantage of the bird migration. Because guess what's going to happen? Just watch my words. You don't hear nobody talking about Lyme disease and the ticks in South America right now. You only hear it coming out of North America. So watch. The birds are going to migrate up there, which is where they are. They should be up there now. They should have went through their migration pattern. They head to the northwest. The birds will sit around. Ticks get on all the birds. Then when it comes September, October, they're going to migrate down to a warmer and climate down in South America, and then Lyme disease is going to break out down there. But people don't think like a wicked individual because we're too busy thinking about being right. That's the problem. We're too busy thinking about being right. And because everybody want to be right, everybody want to be famous for being right, our enemy.
Maybe you've heard about this. Maybe you've heard someone talking about it, but it's a story the legacy media have avoided completely. More and more people are reporting that after getting bitten by a tick, they immediately develop an allergy to red meat, something that's well documented in Lone Star ticks called alpha-gal syndrome. The Lone Star tick, which is easy to spot because of the distinctive white dot on its back. And infected ticks were extremely rare, but over the last year, cases of alpha-gal syndrome have skyrocketed. Headline after headline, all asking the same question: how could a tick-borne illness suddenly be impacting so many people, not just living in rural America who spend a lot of time in the woods or on a farm, but in suburban America as well? And right on cue, the left want to blame the entire thing on climate change. The world is warming, they say. And if you bring up this topic, you are immediately labeled a conspiracy theorist, but I do not care. We think there is more to this story. Enter Dr. Matthew Lau at the World Economic Forum when he said this.
People eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption on meat, then it would actually really help the planet. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering. We can kind of possibly address really big world problems through human engineering.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting? And then you start to connect the dots even more. You realize that Bill Gates and the Gates Foundation spent millions of dollars funding genetically engineered ticks. He even tried to develop a tick vaccine. Gates is also a major investor in lab-grown meat. And suddenly we've got 450,000 Americans living with a rare tick-borne illness that makes people allergic to meat, and the left want us to think this is all just a coincidence. Josh Draper is a North Carolina cattle rancher whose life has been changed permanently by alpha-gal syndrome. Josh, it's good to have you. Can you take us through what happened to you and what daily life is now like for you?
Yeah, Rob, thank you so much. So probably a year and a half ago, and let me be clear, this is something that's very prominent where I live. All my neighbors have it. My stepfather has it. Everybody around me has this affliction, this alpha-gal. Believe it or not, I found a tick on me that actually set up camp kind of in my belly button, which is kind of funny, but a little bit odd. And, I didn't notice it for a couple of days. This disease apparently can only be contracted after the tick has been on you for a certain amount of time, whether that's 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours.
Right.
But I had a tick latch onto me for that long. Now, since then, I've been bitten and pulled off many ticks. I'm a farmer. I'm outside all day long. I'm a cattle farmer, and I can't eat my own beef.
So here we have a farmer who's a rancher who can't even eat his own damn beef. He can't eat his own beef. Why? Because now he has Lyme disease. And everybody knows the reason why there's Lyme disease. We know it. But even our news media beats around the bush on it. We know it. I'm just going to tell you like this. Here's what should happen. And I'm going to tell you this. Let me mess around and find out I got Lyme disease from some damn tick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go where the ticks is, or alpha gal, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm going to go where the ticks is, and I'm going to collect me a bunch of them damn ticks. And then I'm going to make sure that them ticks go to where celebrities live. I'm going to make sure them ticks go to where Oprah Winfrey live, Joy Behar live, Joy Reid. Everybody in the media going to get some ticks. Y'all going to get ticks on y'all property. I don't care if I got to fly a plane, if I got to fly a drone, whatever the hell I got to do, you going to get some of them damn ticks. You're going to get you a box of ticks too. You're going to get you some of this alpha gal syndrome too. Because the problem is they're isolated from, or they perceive themselves to be isolated from what these wicked people do. It's affecting everybody. But for them, I don't have to worry about what Bill Gates do. He can come on my show and he can talk to me, even though he's sitting there like a stark, raving, mad lizard person, like, I'm gonna kill you, Whoopi Goldberg. Blah, blah, blah. You will be a ghost when I'm done. Blah, blah, blah. No Patrick Swayze. Blah, 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 blah. But no, everybody want to play games with him. Everybody won't play games with evil and wickedness. You know what? I'm getting aggravated. I'm getting damn aggravated. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a break. And too much of this strong iced coffee is setting off some acid reflux. I'm going to take me a damn break. Now, they're going to show some videos. One of them going to be my video. One of them going to be somebody else's video. I don't know who it's going to be because YouTube be acting like that. I've been watching them. YouTube on some BS. Click my video and watch my video. Don't listen to them. Don't watch the other person's video. Normally it's a travel channel video where they try to take you to the travel channel or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Watch my video. Whichever one is my video. Watch my video. Listen to my tape. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my tape and hit the like button while you're at it. Deuces.